For what feels like an eternity, you've been living in a space of solitude, waiting for something, anything to shift. You've experienced the discomfort of uncertainty, the weight of feeling stuck in limbo. Every day seemed like it dragged on, filled with moments of self-reflection, introspection, and longing for the next step in your life's journey. But now that season of waiting is coming to an end. The days of feeling like you're in a holding pattern are finally transitioning. The energy has shifted, and what once felt like an endless stretch of waiting is turning into something more powerful, a time of growth, clarity, and new opportunities. It is easy to see this period of waiting as a waste of time, a moment of fruitless isolation, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. What you may not have realized at the time is that this solitude was not some random stretch of time meant to make you feel abandoned or forgotten. It was actually the most sacred time of preparation. You have been laying the groundwork for something significant, something that is about to manifest in your life. This time of solitude was not punishment, nor was it a sign that you had somehow failed or were being ignored. Instead, it was a deep, transformative process designed to cultivate emotional independence and inner strength. Being alone without distractions, without the noise of the outside world, allowed you the space to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. You were forced to face your own fears, limitations, and desires without the influence of others' expectations or judgments. During this quiet time, you developed a heightened sense of self-awareness and personal power. You began to tap into your inner resources in ways that you may not have thought possible. The solitude allowed you to hear your inner voice more clearly, reconnect with your true self, and discover your own desires, not those imposed upon you by external forces. The solar flares have unlocked a deeper connection to self-awareness, and now that the veil has lifted, individuals can proceed in alignment with their true purpose. The cosmic energy shifts are not just enhancing clarity, they are also accelerating movement. The universe is fast-forwarding the timeline, pushing individuals into alignment at a rapid pace. Events that once seemed far off or difficult to reach are now happening much faster, as if the path is being cleared before their very eyes. This energetic fast-forwarding is making it easier for people to find themselves on the right path. The alignment that once took years or decades to achieve is now available in a fraction of the time. Cosmic forces are working behind the scenes, realigning relationships, opportunities, and even environments to support individuals in their next step. Where there was once struggle and resistance, there is now an undeniable flow of energy. This acceleration of divine timing is creating a sense of ease in previously difficult circumstances. Things that once seemed out of reach are now effortlessly coming into place. Opportunities for growth, prosperity, and personal fulfillment are appearing as if by magic, and everything seems to be falling into alignment at just the right moment. The energy of the solar flares is clearing the space for these manifestations, and the universe is guiding each individual to exactly where they need to be. The fast-forwarding of time is not limited to just external circumstances. It also affects internal growth. What took years of spiritual work can now be achieved in a fraction of the time. Individuals are experiencing accelerated healing, quicker realizations, and a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. The fast-forwarding timeline is making it clear that they are not waiting for something to happen. Everything is happening now, as the timelines align and the cosmic energy moves forward. The collective is being propelled toward a new reality. The time for action is now, and the clarity of direction, combined with this rapid energy shift, creates an undeniable momentum that carries individuals toward their higher purpose. The universe is not only bringing opportunities to those aligned with its energy, but is also clearing away obstacles to ensure a smooth transition into the next phase of their evolution. The powerful cosmic event of solar flares is not just a moment in time, it is the opening of a portal, a gateway to higher frequencies and a faster timeline. It is the universe's way of showing that now is the time to embrace divine opportunities and move forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose. The fast forwarding of time is not just an external phenomenon. It is a cosmic invitation to step fully into the future that has been prepared for those ready to align with their divine calling. The solar flares and cosmic energy shifts occurring now are not simply scientific events. They are a divine intervention, orchestrating the alignment of the collective into a higher state of being. As these energies unfold, they bring clarity, accelerate timelines, and facilitate the emergence of new opportunities. The viewer is being called to recognize this cosmic invitation and step into the future with confidence, knowing that the universe is working in their favor. The solar flares are clearing the path, and the time for action has arrived. The universe is no longer waiting, it is moving rapidly, and it's time for individuals to move with it. The journey to true connection begins within. For the individual who has undergone deep healing and self-reflection, emotional scarcity no longer governs their existence. In the past, they may have operated from a place of need, seeking validation, approval, and recognition from others to feel worthy. These needs often led to unhealthy relationships, unbalanced dynamics, and cycles of disappointment. However, through the process of healing, the individual has shifted their internal landscape. They have come to understand their inherent worth and have cultivated emotional independence. They are no longer driven by the hunger for external validation, but rather by the deep understanding that they are complete as they are. This sense of inner fulfillment comes from within, not from what others can provide. This healing journey has been transformative. It has involved confronting past wounds, releasing old patterns, and learning to love and nurture oneself. It has also required the individual to let go of past relationships and dynamics that no longer served their highest good. Through this process, they have strengthened their sense of self, becoming emotionally self-sufficient. They now know that a fulfilling, healthy connection cannot come from a place of emotional desperation or lack. Instead, they are ready for a connection that is rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and sovereignty. This transformation has prepared them for the type of relationship they truly deserve, one that does not require compromise on their identity or values, but one where both partners can show up as their authentic selves, contributing to the connection from a place of wholeness. With emotional maturity and clarity, the individual no longer seeks validation from others. This is a significant shift in energy. They no longer rely on the opinions, approval, or acceptance of others to feel secure in themselves. Instead, they are grounded in the truth of their own worth, and this internal validation serves as the foundation for their self-esteem. This shift in energy allows them to break free from the patterns of seeking external confirmation, which often led to unhealthy attachment and dependency in the past. As they release the need for validation, they become more discerning in their relationships. They no longer tolerate connections that are unbalanced or that fail to nurture their growth. Rather than seeking someone to fill a void or make them feel complete, they are now ready to engage in a relationship based on mutual respect, love, and equality. Their energy is one of wholeness, and they are open to attracting a partner who shares this understanding and is equally capable of offering the same level of emotional maturity. This shift also makes them more aware of the importance of boundaries. They now understand that a healthy relationship requires clear, respectful boundaries, and they are no longer afraid to uphold them. They no longer feel the need to settle for less than they deserve, knowing that a genuine, supportive connection can only thrive when both partners are emotionally whole and balanced. The upcoming connection is set to be a beautiful expression of the growth and healing the individual has experienced. Unlike previous relationships that may have been marked by chaos, unpredictability, or emotional turbulence, This new connection will feel steady and natural. It will be built on a foundation of emotional maturity, trust, and mutual respect. In this connection, both partners will be able to show up fully as themselves without the need for pretense or defensiveness. The individual will no longer feel the pressure to change who they are in order to fit into someone else's expectations. Instead, they will find a partner who appreciates and values them for who they truly are. This will create a space of safety where both individuals can feel free to express their emotions, desires, and vulnerabilities without fear of rejection or judgment. The new connection will be grounded in emotional stability, where both individuals support each other's personal growth and well-being. Unlike past relationships that may have been marked by insecurity or uncertainty, this connection will be steady with both individuals sharing the same vision for the future. They will be aligned in their values and goals, and their emotional and spiritual connections will deepen over time, creating a strong, lasting bond. This new connection is not about perfection or idealization, but about mutual respect, understanding, and the willingness to grow together. It will be based on clear communication, healthy conflict resolution, and a commitment to creating a relationship that nurtures both individuals' emotional, mental, and spiritual needs. The beauty of this new connection lies in its reciprocal nature. Both partners are coming to the relationship from a place of emotional maturity and self-awareness, which allows them to contribute equally to the partnership. They are not seeking to be saved or to fix each other, but instead, they are looking to build a connection that supports their personal growth and collective evolution. This relationship will not be one-sided or unbalanced. Both individuals will honor each other's independence, individuality, and autonomy, while also supporting each other in their shared journey. They will be there for each other, not because they need each other, but because they choose to be together, knowing that they are better together than apart. The foundation of the relationship is built on the understanding that both individuals are whole and complete in themselves, and that their connection adds depth, meaning, and purpose to their lives. This mutual recognition of each other's worth will create a partnership that is supportive, loving, and empowering. It is not based on codependency, but on a deep, soulful connection that fosters both individual and collective growth. As the individual steps into this new chapter, they are ready to embrace the love and connection that they deserve. The emotional independence and self-love they have cultivated have prepared them for a relationship that is based on equality, respect, and mutual growth. They are no longer seeking external validation or approval, but are open to a connection that is rooted in authenticity and emotional maturity. This new connection will be a reflection of the growth, healing, and transformation the individual has undergone. It will be steady, balanced, and nurturing, allowing both partners to show up fully as their authentic selves. They will no longer need to compromise their identity or values in order to be loved. Instead, they will attract a partner who loves them for who they truly are. The shift into this new connection marks the beginning of a beautiful journey, one of love, trust, and mutual respect. It is a connection that will not only enhance the individual's life, but will also inspire others to embrace their own journey of self-love and personal growth. This new chapter represents the manifestation of a healthy, balanced relationship that reflects the highest expression of love and connection. As the individual steps into this new chapter, they are entering a phase where relationships are no longer just about fulfilling needs or seeking external validation. Instead, they are grounded, intentional, and built on a foundation of self-awareness and emotional stability. The healing and growth they have experienced have prepared them for a connection that is deep, fulfilling, and supportive, one that reflects their highest self. The individual no longer seeks relationships to fill a void or solve their internal struggles. They have built emotional strength and resilience, and now their relationships are founded on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared vision for growth. No longer driven by fear of loneliness or a need for validation, they are ready to engage in a relationship where both partners can show up authentically, allowing for real connection and emotional depth. This phase is about aligning with others who complement their journey, rather than clinging to old patterns or unhealthy attachments. The individual has done the inner work necessary to build a strong sense of self, and now they are ready for a relationship that reflects that. It's not about finding someone to fix them, but finding someone with whom they can build something lasting and beautiful. As the individual shifts into emotional maturity and sovereignty, they no longer feel the urgency to settle for less than what they deserve. They are no longer emotionally desperate or seeking someone to save them. This inner transformation allows them to attract the right person, someone who matches their healed self and who is also on a path of personal growth and self-awareness. The right person will enter their life because they are now aligned with their highest self, not out of need or fear, but from a place of abundance and self-love. They will attract someone who resonates with their values, passions, and goals, creating a partnership that supports both their individual journeys and their collective growth. This connection will be based on equality, respect, and deep emotional resonance, and it will be the beginning of a partnership that lasts. Now that the individual has stepped into alignment with their true self, they can trust that the universe is bringing the right people into their life at the right time. They are no longer looking to force connections or chase after relationships that aren't meant for them. Instead, they are learning to trust divine timing and recognize when the right person enters their life. This new connection will not only enhance their life, but will also be an opportunity for both partners to grow and evolve together. They can trust that the universe is guiding them toward relationships that will help them fulfill their highest potential, and they are ready for the deep, lasting connection that matches their emotional growth. As they embrace this new chapter, the individual will continue to live with the same intentionality and self-awareness that has guided them through their journey so far. The right relationship will be a natural extension of the emotional growth they have achieved, and they will welcome it with open arms, knowing that it is not just a gift, but a confirmation of the hard work and transformation they have undergone. The stage is set for a relationship that is as fulfilling and stable as the individual's newfound sense of self. It was during these moments of stillness that you were able to build emotional resilience, learning to stand strong in your own identity without relying on external validation or approval. The silence you experienced wasn't about being abandoned by the universe. It was the opposite. It was the universe's way of guiding you into a space of deeper knowing, allowing you the time to refine your purpose and align your energy with your highest potential. Everything you needed to move forward was already within you, but it was only through embracing the silence and accepting the waiting period that you were able to access those inner treasures. The quiet was your teacher, helping you recognize your own worth and guiding you toward the future that awaits. Now the turning point has arrived. The waiting, the solitude, and the uncertainty are all culminating in a moment of change. The shift you've been anticipating is finally happening, and the universe is aligning everything to bring clarity, opportunity, and new beginnings into your life. You've done the inner work, you've faced the challenges, and now the timing is right for your next step. As this new phase begins, everything seems to be falling into place. Opportunities are presenting themselves, doors are opening, and clarity is beginning to emerge. What once felt like stagnation is now transforming into momentum. You no longer have to wait for the right time, it is now. You've been prepared for this moment, and the universe is confirming that you are ready to step into the life you've been dreaming of. This turning point may not feel like a dramatic event, but more like a quiet realization that things are shifting in the right direction. You may notice subtle changes, new opportunities coming your way, new people entering your life, or a newfound sense of confidence in your own path. These small, seemingly insignificant moments are the first signs that the universe is aligning with your purpose. The waiting season is over, and the next phase of your journey is beginning. What once felt like a frustrating limbo is now a powerful springboard into the future. You have spent the necessary time to cultivate inner strength, clarity, and wisdom, and now you are prepared to take inspired action. The stillness was not wasted. It was essential to your transformation. The waiting allowed you to release old patterns and beliefs, clearing space for new growth. And now you are ready to step forward with confidence and purpose. As the universe begins to reveal the path ahead, you may feel both excited and nervous. It's natural to feel some uncertainty as you move into the unknown. However, trust in the process and know that you are fully equipped to handle whatever comes next. You've already done the hardest part. You've embraced the silence learned from it and grown through it. Now it's time to take the next steps on your journey. Change is always accompanied by a mixture of excitement and fear. As you move into this new phase, it's important to embrace the changes that are unfolding with an open heart. Don't resist the shift or cling to the past. The lessons you learned during the waiting season have prepared you for this moment, and now you must trust that the changes happening are part of your divine plan. Embrace the changes with courage, knowing that you are stepping into a new chapter of your life that will bring new opportunities, growth, and fulfillment. You may not know exactly what the future holds, but trust that you are being guided toward the right path. You are no longer waiting for things to happen. You are actively creating your future. Let go of any lingering doubts or fears and step boldly into the new phase of your journey. The time for waiting has passed, and the time for action has arrived. You are fully prepared for this moment, and everything you've been through has led you to this place. Embrace the new beginning with an open heart and a clear mind, knowing that you are stepping into your purpose with the support of the universe behind you. The period of waiting and solitude has come to an end, and now you stand at the threshold of a new beginning. The universe has aligned everything in your favor, and the time for action is now. Embrace the changes, trust in the process, and move forward with confidence, knowing that you are fully equipped for the journey ahead. The waiting was not wasted. It was the preparation needed to help you step into your highest potential. Now the time is yours to claim. Solitude is often seen as a painful experience, something to be avoided. But for those who have mastered it, solitude becomes a powerful tool for growth and self-discovery. The individual has learned how to navigate the inner world alone, no longer relying on external sources for validation or emotional support. This process of learning to be your own anchor is transformative, turning solitude from a state of loneliness into a wellspring of inner peace and strength. In this period of solitude, the individual has had the time and space to connect with their own emotions and desires, free from the distractions and expectations of others. They've been forced to confront their innermost thoughts and feelings, often dealing with difficult emotions that might have been avoided in the past. Instead of turning to others for guidance or reassurance, they have cultivated the ability to reflect inwardly and trust their own intuition. This journey has not been easy, and it has often been uncomfortable. However, it is precisely through this discomfort that the individual has built emotional independence. They have learned that they can rely on themselves, that they are capable of weathering storms without needing others to save them. In this way, solitude becomes a teacher, showing them the power of their own resilience and inner strength. The lesson of solitude is that emotional independence is not about rejecting connection, but about finding balance. The individual has come to understand that they are complete as they are, and that any relationships they form in the future will be built from a place of wholeness, not need. They are no longer seeking external validation, because they have cultivated a sense of self-worth and inner peace that does not depend on anyone else's approval. This emotional independence is the foundation upon which true healthy connections can be built. The journey of self-sufficiency begins when an individual no longer feels the need to be constantly surrounded by others to feel secure. In solitude, they learn how to provide for themselves emotionally, mentally, and even physically. This is not about rejecting the support of others, but about recognizing that they are capable of standing on their own. They no longer rely on others to fill the gaps within themselves, but have become the source of their own strength. Self-sufficiency in emotional terms means that the individual no longer looks to others to complete them. They have learned to validate their own feelings, set their own boundaries, and create the life they desire without waiting for external approval or permission. This shift is empowering. It means that the individual is no longer dependent on anyone else to define their sense of self-worth. Through solitude, the individual has had to face their fears, doubts, and insecurities head-on. They've experienced the rawness of their emotions and learned how to sit with them without running from them or seeking distractions. This has allowed them to build resilience, the ability to withstand adversity without breaking. They no longer view challenges as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to grow stronger. Solitude has been the crucible in which their emotional strength has been forged. Self-sufficiency also means that the individual has learned to take responsibility for their own happiness. They no longer blame others for their emotional state, but understand that they are the ones who hold the key to their own joy and peace. This shift in mindset is powerful. It empowers the individual to create their own reality, free from the limitations of past conditioning or the expectations of others. For many individuals, the process of building emotional independence has involved creating walls to protect themselves from the pain of past experiences. These walls served a purpose. They kept the individual safe when they were vulnerable, guarding against further harm or rejection. But as they've grown and evolved, the time has come to soften these walls. The individual has outgrown the need for rigid boundaries and is now entering a new chapter in their life where connection can enhance their life rather than threaten it. The walls that were once built for protection can now be softened because the individual has learned to trust themselves. They no longer need to isolate themselves from others out of fear of being hurt. They've developed the emotional strength and resilience needed to open up to healthy connections. These walls, once necessary, are no longer needed because the individual is secure in their own worth and ability to handle whatever life may bring their way. This shift is not about letting go of boundaries altogether, but about moving from a place of fear to a place of trust. The individual now understands that connection is not inherently dangerous. It is only when they are not emotionally secure within themselves that they fear others' influence. By softening the walls, they are allowing for deeper, more authentic connections, to form ones that are based on mutual respect and love, not on need or fear. As the walls soften, the individual's heart expands, allowing for new experiences, people, and opportunities to enter their life. They no longer view connection as something that takes away from them, but as something that enriches and deepens their experience of life. They are ready to receive love and support, but this time they are doing so from a place of emotional independence. They are not seeking to fill an empty space within themselves, but are inviting others to share in their completeness. This shift in perspective marks the beginning of a new chapter, where the individual no longer isolates themselves for fear of being hurt, but embraces the potential of deep, authentic relationships. They have become the embodiment of emotional self-sufficiency, and in doing so, they are now ready to experience love and connection in a way that is healthy, fulfilling, and enriching. The journey from solitude to emotional independence is one of profound transformation. The individual has learned to trust themselves, validate their own feelings, and build resilience in the face of life's challenges. They have recognized that they are capable of standing strong on their own, without needing others to define their worth or fill the gaps within them. The shift from self-reliance to connection is an important one. The individual has learned that true connection comes not from need or dependency, but from emotional independence. They are now ready to open up to others from a place of wholeness, allowing for deep, authentic relationships to flourish. This newfound emotional independence is a powerful tool. It gives the individual the freedom to create the life they desire, to pursue their passions, and to build the relationships that align with their highest truth. They are no longer limited by past conditioning or the expectations of others, but are free to create their own reality based on their own values and desires. The journey of emotional independence is not a destination, but an ongoing process of growth and evolution. As the individual continues to embrace their truth, trust themselves, and release the need for external validation, they will continue to attract people, experiences, and opportunities that reflect their newfound sense of self-worth. The walls they once built for protection have now softened, allowing them to experience the fullness of life, love, and connection. Solar flares, particularly the powerful X-class flares, have become significant markers in the cosmic shift taking place. These bursts of energy originating from the sun carry intense electromagnetic waves that influence the Earth's energy field and the energetic systems of all living things. These solar events are not random, but are intricately connected to the larger cosmic awakening and transformation of consciousness on Earth. X-class flares are the most powerful type of solar flare, capable of delivering substantial energy that accelerates change in both physical and metaphysical realms. In this period of heightened cosmic activity, the solar flares are doing much more than providing a burst of energy. They are actively involved in burning away confusion, clearing the way for deeper understanding and rapid alignment with higher frequencies. These solar events serve as catalysts, pushing individuals through necessary spiritual growth faster than ever before. Where there has been resistance, hesitation, or stagnant energy, solar flares are acting like a cleansing fire, stripping away the old and making room for the new. This acceleration, fueled by the energy of the sun, forces individuals to confront outdated beliefs and patterns. What was once deeply ingrained in their reality is now quickly being exposed for what it is limiting and unaligned with their higher selves. The intensity of these solar flares makes it impossible for individuals to stay in the same place or continue operating in the old paradigms. There is no longer room for stagnation. Growth is not just encouraged, but demanded by the cosmic forces at play. As the solar flares unleash their energetic impact, intuition becomes sharper and more reliable. The frequencies that are now available to humanity are aligned with the higher realms, allowing people to access deeper layers of their own inner knowing. The floodgates of clarity are opening, and people are beginning to perceive truths that were previously hidden, whether in their relationships, careers, or their own inner worlds. Intuition is no longer just a vague sensation. It becomes a clear directive guiding people on the next steps of their journey. The boundaries between the conscious mind and the subconscious are thinning, allowing individuals to more easily access the answers they have been seeking. The energy of the solar flares, coupled with the alignment of cosmic forces, is working in synergy to bring rapid insights, mental clarity, and a direct connection to higher wisdom. For many, this clarity may feel sudden and intense, as if they've been given a direct download of the truth. What was once murky and clouded is now as clear as daylight. Individuals are beginning to understand the patterns of their lives, recognizing the reasons behind past struggles, and seeing how everything has been part of a grand divine plan. This heightened intuition brings confidence and a deep knowing that the path forward is not only clear, but divinely orchestrated. As the truth comes to the surface, individuals may also find themselves releasing fears and doubts that have held them back for so long. The truth sets them free, allowing them to move forward with courage and determination. This newfound clarity is not fleeting. It is permanent and acts as a foundation upon which new decisions can be made.